If you don't pay attention to what Unc tell you now, you're going to miss one of the most prime financial opportunities ever in your long-legged life. Have you ever in your long-legged life had an opportunity to buy Bitcoin for your buy Bitcoin? I ain't playing. And after that, once it passed that market cap of gold, and all this crap that's going to go on with these countries and everybody trying to be the #1 Bitcoin country holder of the reserve asset of the world, there ain't no cryptocurrency. It's the world's reserve asset, the asset class. Oh, once it passed that market cap of 20 trillion and all, they start raising these prices and then the supply of the Bitcoin start to decline. They buying it all up. Oh, we're going to be eyeing that 10 to 15 million Bitcoin era real soon. You heard? It's going to be like this on the horizon. I'm gonna be like this on the horizon. All right, guys, welcome to Crypto Price Alerting, the home for the average investor. Yes, us, the average investor, everyday Joe Smoes and Jane Does. No! Blessings, everybody. Welcome to Crypto Growth and Security. All right, tonight's video. When will Bitcoin reach $1 million a coin? So, this is the Bitcoin cycle. So right now, they're saying we're at an all-time high right now as of July 13, 2025. They're saying next year it's going to start to cool off. And then in 2027, it's supposed to tank. Some people are estimating that's going to go back down to around 60,000, right? So they're estimating that the top of the bull run, which should end around the end, this is what they're thinking, they're estimating 2025, they're saying Bitcoin should go to at least 200,000, right? That's what I believe too. I believe it'll reach 200,000, 200 to 225 or whatever by the end fourth quarter 2025 into 2026. Then they're saying they're gonna have a cool off period where it might go from 220,000 or 200,000 down to 150,000, right? Cool off. And then they say in 2027, it should collapse back down. Some are saying back down to around 60,000, which is crazy. That's nuts. Now, that's what the analysts are saying that go by the Bitcoin 4-year halving cycle chart. I don't believe in this chart. I'm gonna explain. I don't go the traditional route, all right? I go by off fundamentals, I go by technicals, and also go by spirit and just natural intelligence, right? Discernment, that part. All right, so now, this is the Bitcoin cycle chart, right? So now they got the bear market, the zombie, the cooling off, the bull run, and the halving. Now, so in order for us to figure out exactly when Bitcoin will hit $1 million, let's aggregate some price predictions to give us the best guesstimate. And now again, I'm gonna state, this is not financial advice. It's an educated guesstimate that I'm making, all right? Spiritual advice. So in order to make this guesstimation, we're gonna look at some of the most important Bitcoin influences of today. There are people like, number one, I got Michael Saylor. Now, for those who don't know Michael Saylor, he is the CEO of MicroStrategy. Now, if you're in Bitcoin, you want to know exactly what and where, what he's doing and where he's doing it. If you want to know where Bitcoin is going, you probably need to watch what he's moving, how he's moving at all times. Michael Saylor is doing his thing. I think he's the third richest Bitcoin owner in the world. I think he's been going all in, right? Now, Michael Saylor, he actually didn't give an actual price prediction of where Bitcoin is going. But I use his compound annual growth rate that he always talks about. Last year, he was talking about it a lot. Now, he estimated that Bitcoin will grow and compound 29% annually every year. Okay, that's the growth rate that he estimates, right? All right, so even though Michael Saylor didn't predict it, I went by his 29% compound annual growth rate. So according to that, if it just grows at 29 to 30% annual growth rate, and it's been doing that year over, it's never been under a 30% year growth rate, as I calculated, right? So that's normal. It's been doing more than that, and this year is more than that, right? With that going, we got about 8 to 9 years before it reaches $1 million mark, according to that growth rate. That's about the end of 2033 and the beginning of 2034, right? Next on the chart, we got her, Kathy Woods. I don't know if y'all know about her. Kathy Woods is with a company called ARK Investments. And she was the actual first person on Wall Street to put Bitcoin into the ARK Investment ETF fund, all right? And that she did that back in 2014 and 2015. And that was a huge deal in the financial space. That's when people thought Bitcoiners were fools. They thought it was a scam. They thought it was all this foolish stuff, right? And that's when I first was told to buy it, and I wish I would have bought it, but I didn't. I was a foolio too. Not that I didn't believe in it, I just didn't give it much attention, and I was too busy, and I should have gave it attention. Now, Kathy Woods, back then, see, that's who you listen to, the people who were investing huge back then, who believe and got conviction, and their fruit is showing from their actions, right? I don't care what people say. Show me what you did. Show me the money, like they said in that movie, right? Show me your fruit, right? So back then, she put Bitcoin into the ARK investment fund. I think the SEC only allowed her to put 1% because they was tripping. Oh, you can't put that, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't share that, right? Now they all looking stupid face now. Right? Everybody who's saying don't do it is buying it. They're rushing to buy it now. That's what I'm trying to teach y'all. Y'all better get y'all some. Y'all better like and subscribe to this channel. I'm going to be making these videos. I'm about to be consistent now, teaching y'all what to do, how to do it, how to store it safely, everything. Y'all need to get your Bitcoin bag going. Y'all have no idea, boy. The millionaires, these are the new millionaires right now. That 0.01% is the less you should own. I'm gonna be helping y'all to get to y'all 0.1. You'll be worth 10 million later. Just mark my words, though. Those who don't listen. Y'all see my little cartoon at the beginning, right? So Kathy Woods, she predicted that in 2030, she's saying Bitcoin is gonna reach 1 million. Now that's 5 years. That's closer to what I'm predicting. I'm rocking with Kathy Woods because I'm predicting closer to about a couple of years, 2028 to 2030. You got a couple of years, it'll be $1 million. I'm gonna break it down to end why I think that. You heard? That part. Now, next up, we have the brother Samson Mao, right? And Samson said he believes it's gonna hit it in 2031. He's still close. That ain't too far from our 2028. So I'm rocking with Kathy and Samson. Now, Michael Saylor, I think he pushed his prediction further now because of what's happening. I think, I haven't watched, I'm probably sure he probably got his closer now to 2030, right? But Samson said 2031, all right? Now, Samson, he's a big Bitcoin influencer. He's one of the big Bitcoin deals all over the world, all right? Now, the funny thing is, right before I was making this video, I did some more research on Samson, and now he changed his prediction. Samson moved his prediction up to guess what, guys? When? 2028. Oh yeah, he did. He said now, with his prediction of what's going on, he's thinking Bitcoin will reach $1 million by 2028. I do too, Samson. I'm rocking out with you, Samson. All right. Next up on the list, we got Kamath Palihapitiya. Kamath Palihapitiya. Hopefully I said that wrong, right? All right. Palihapitiya or something, right? Kamath or Hamath. All right. Now, Hamath, he's a crypto power investor. He's been all over NBC, all over Fox Business News. He's been everywhere, right? Ever since back when, back in 2013, this boy been going in for the long haul. When Bitcoin was under $1,000. Yeah, I could have got it when it was 1,000 or something. That's why I'm like, they just put $1,000 in back then. Oh my, that's why I'm telling y'all to get it now. You heard? We still early. That part, you better watch my other videos, see how early we are. We ain't late. Even 100,000, we not late. There ain't nothing. It's gonna go to 10 million later. I think 100 million even later. But this part. So back in 2013, when Bitcoin was under $1,000, this is when Hamath, he was saying that this thing, Bitcoin thing, is gonna be huge. And they was laughing at him all over the financial markets. All these big financial corporate America, all these big brokerages, all these big everybody, all in the finance, all the big wigs, they was laughing at him, talking behind his back. Now they all look stupid-faced. Yeah, that part. Yeah, Hamath, making them all look stupid-faced. Like everybody on this list got the world looking stupid-faced. Because now they all like billionaires now. You heard that part, okay? So now the only difference I don't agree with him is he pushed his prediction way off. He was saying 2040. I don't agree with that, but he don't care. He's already a billionaire. By the time it reach $1 million, he's gonna be a trillionaire, right? It don't really matter, right? But I don't believe that 2040 is ridiculous. Nah, I ain't rocking with that. All right, so now, did I do the other chart? I don't think I put it up. No, I'm gonna move right along. But I had another chart, and I was talking about Lynn Alden, and she is a crypto analyst, a popular, and she said she think in 2035. The next up, we got Jason Lowry. Now, Jason Lowry, he wrote software for crypto. And he said that Bitcoin will reach 1 million by 2030. I'm rocking with Jason. I'm closer to 2028, 2030, right? Got about 3 to 5 years. That's what I think. And then last, we got Daniel Roberts. Daniel Roberts is the CEO and the founder of Iris Energy, which is a Bitcoin mining company. He changed the name. It was something else. But anyway, he predicted that it's going to reach it in 2030. I agree. That's what I think too. All right. Now, this right here is where they talk about the halving chart. You know, they say, this is the analyst. I don't believe in this. I think this is old technology here, and I'm not rocking with this, right? So they say that right here, 2024, the halving market started. They said we would reach 100,000. I agree. We did reach 100,000. Then they say, and this year it should reach 225 plus. I agree. By the end of this year, I think it might reach 200,000. I think it should. That's just not financial advice, just what I think. But then, because of the bull market, the 4-year halving chart, this old school stuff, they think in 2026, it's gonna cool off and drop to 175. I might can rock with that because it has ebbs and flows. There's always a retrace, right? And you need to buy the retrace and take profits on the tops of the peaks and buy the retrace. That's what I teach in our investment group, right? I ain't got to promote that here yet. Y'all learn that later. Just like and subscribe to learn. And then if you feel like you're getting enough of education, you want to really know how to trade, you want to know technical analysis, fundamental analysis, you want to know how to read indicators, you want to know how to do leverage, you want to know how to do all these things, then you can join our investment group on Patreon. All right, I'll be promoting that later. But anyway, I'm here to teach, right? You're getting this info for free. Just learn, just thank me later. After, that's all you gotta do. Come back to the channel later and say, thank you, Unc. I watched your video back in 2025 in July, and I started to take your advice and stack and everything, and now I'm 100,000, 500,000, a millionaire, and I'm thank you, Unc. And I just say, you're welcome. That's what it's for. This is free, right? Now, this is going by the old market chart, right? So right here, they're saying that at the beginning of 2026 or whatever, in 2026, this bull market will start to cool, and it's going to go from the all-time high, about 200-some-thousand, which I agree is going to go there. It could go a little higher, but I think it's going to reach 200,000 or more. Then it's supposed to come down, I agree with that, to about 175,000. I agree, that's going to be the retrace, the cooling off. But then they say in the next year, 2027, it's going to tank in the bear market, they call it the zombie, all the way back down to 60 to 80,000. I don't agree with this. This is the old way it did. That's the old ballpark. This is a new whole, I'm gonna tell y'all in a minute why I'm coming up with my hypothesis, because I don't receive this. I've been in this, I'm a professional trader, and I read markets, I read indicators, I read fundamental text, I know, and then I'm my spirit. Right? Because it's not financial advice, just spiritual advice, right? My common sense. I don't think it's going there, and I'll explain. And y'all can write in the comments whether you agree or disagree or whatever. It's each to each his own, right? So I don't think that this is going to happen. I think that if it goes into a bear market after 2026 into 2027, or a real cooling off bear market, I think the lowest it might be 150,000. I don't think it's going too far under that. That's going to be its bottom. That's going to be a floor. It ain't going all the way back to 68. That's not happening. That's the old guard, right? Then they're saying when the next halving start in 2028, the next bull run, then it's going to go back up to 110, up to 200,000 during that halving. Then the next year, the bull run start, it's going to skyrocket to 400,000 to 600,000. I agree with that. I just don't think it's going to retrace all the way back down to 60, right? Now, if it do, this is what we teach in my investment group. I'll teach you how you'll have your stop loss set, so no matter what, if it did this, you will be cashed out up here at 150, 170, so you don't have to worry about this. And if this did happen, like it did in the other ones, then you would have dry powder, what they call that. You would have all your profits to buy this up. If this did happen, this is get rich. This is the last hoorah to get wealthy. That's why I don't think it's gonna happen again. I'm explaining later. That last bull run, that was the last time, the 2021. That was the one that you could have scraped it for dirt cheap and took your profits from the last bull run. Because if it happened this time, I'm going to be worth 100 million by the time this one over here is open, over this next one. Because I'm buying the kitchen sink if it dropped down to 60 and all that. But that ain't going to happen. I'll explain. But it is going to go down to about 150. And you're still supposed to be able to take some of your profits from the top of this one. So I'll teach y'all that on this channel too. You don't just have to join my investment group on this channel. Like and subscribe. I'll teach y'all how to time close to the top of this one so you can cash your profits out and then have your stop loss. So when this is over, when it dropped to 175, you still got profits, or 150 from 225, so that you can buy up the 150 once you find the floor. Listen, guys. So when this next one start and it shoot up to 400, you've been stacking since 150. See, this is how you accumulate during the bull runs. Okay? All right. So they say that it's going to drop to 60, then go to 110, but I believe it's going to drop to about 150, stay there. Then, and the next bull run, it's going to go to 400,000 to 600,000. Right? But I think it's going to go further than that. It's going to reach 1 million, right? In between here and here. 2028, 2029. Kathy Woods and all of them is saying 2030. We are in the same ballpark, right? I'm explaining why after this, after I break these charts down, right? So I believe this is here is going to be up to 1 million. It's going to reach 1 million in here, 2028, 2029, right? And then they think that one's going to be over. It's going to cool down. I don't agree. It is going to retrace, but I think it'll retrace from that million to about 800,000, right? Maybe 750 the lowest, 700,000. Then they say it's going to do another. See, they going by the old guard is done with. I'm explaining in a second why I'm saying this. This is done with. Y'all need to let this go. This is not the same old, what they call that? This ain't the same old thing, Dorothy. What they call that? This ain't the same old, we're Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz. I'm sorry, I can't remember. That's not that. This ain't the same old, what's the name? Kansas. I think that's it. This ain't the same old Kansas, Dorothy. I think it was Kansas, Dorothy. Right? I'm sorry, y'all gonna have to let that go. This is some time when they hold the old guards don't want to let go. Oh, it's a new thing happening in the Bitcoin world today. In the digital currency, crypto, those who know you know, get down or lay down. You heard that part? Crypto price growth and security, growth and then secure the bag. Like, subscribe, let's go. This how we teach in this channel. You heard that part? Now, that ain't happening. It is not going down to no 150. That's ridiculous. It won't be going down to the 7. You know why? Because listen clearly, y'all mark my words. I'm saying it's not financial right, spiritual right. Don't listen if you don't want to. If you these who listen, later on you be like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, that part, right? Watch what I'm telling you. If you listen to what I'm telling you, this will not go down here. This will go down probably no lower than 700,000. And then that next bull run, it'll kick from that 7 something, 6, probably 7 something. It'll kick into 1.5 to 2 million, 2.5. This would be a 2.5 joint. Then, or something, 2 million. Then when it kick over, oh, somebody done told you wrong. This gonna kick over to 3.5, 4.5, 5 mil. This the 5 million mark. I'm spiritual advice. This the 3, 4, 5 million mark over here. That 2023 one. Oh, somebody done told you wrong. That's when the later we knocking on 10 milli door. 10 milli a coin. That's why I'm saying your 0.1 gonna have you worth $10 million. Later, your 0.01, your $1,000, that'll have you over in the milli market. You be over in the milli. You be 1 milli, 1 milli. You be doing a Lil Wayne song. Mark my words. You think if I'm lying and flying, I'm gonna teach y'all. Get y'all 0.1 at the least $1,000. Well, now it's about $1,700 for that 0.01. But the goal is to get 0.1, 10 G's. Then work to 0.2 and work. The goal is to make a whole Bitcoin. If you can get a whole one. That was remember the little cartoon at the beginning? It was like, legend says he owns a whole Bitcoin. Dude, like, whoa. Whoa, dude. He owns a whole Bitcoin. Whoa, dude. That's the future. You heard this part. All right, so now this chart, that's that old school stuff. All right, that ain't happening. So that's what they saying here. It's gonna have the bull run here, a cooling off here, a zombie here. You know, they are predicting the price based off the 4-year having traditional stuff that's been going on. But I don't think so. All the buck stops here. All this bear, bull crap. That ain't happening again. All right. Now, why do you think that ain't happening again? What's going on, All right. It's because I don't believe in this cycle right here no more. Share this time. That Bitcoin cycle. See, the halving 2020, the bull run, cooling off, zombie, all that. Oh, no. This right here, 2024. Oh, this the last hurrah for all this stuff. Oh, everything changed now. The buck done changed now. Okay? The buck done changed. All right. So, this. When do you think Bitcoin will crack $1 million? I told you. I said around 2028 to 2029. No later than 2030. Why? Let's go. This is why I think. Because nowadays, 2025, it started in 2024. We had the entry of the Bitcoin ETFs. And they today are up about 130%. Yeah, 130% in a year. Oh, that's some good trading. That's some good investment. Now, I told everybody in our investment group back when it first dropped in January, I told everybody, I said, buy IBIT, buy Fidelity. I said, you can get a little Grayscale, and it was the other one, Bitwise. Yeah, I think it's Bitwise, because that's what I got. So I sold my Grayscale, because Grayscale was starting to tax people and doing this old foolish stuff. Y'all remember a year and a half ago, for those who really in digital investment, crypto space. Oh yeah, I was the one telling everybody, buy the Bitcoin ETFs. Oh, I got it. Oh yeah, I did. I got my IBIT, I got my Fidelity, I had got my little Grayscale, then I transferred out my Grayscale for Bitwise once Grayscale started doing that little crap they was doing, right? And yeah, and I'm holding. I just looked at it last night because Bitcoin's at 110. I said, hold on, let me look at my ETFs. Oh yeah, I'm up over about 140%. Yeah, I wish I would have put some thousands, boy. That's because you be scared. See, that's why I'm trying to teach you so you don't have the fear. Right? I was too scared, but I put some, but if I would have knew that it was going to be up 40%, I would have put everything I got and just over doubled and a half my money. You heard? But it's all right. I still did. I put a decent amount. I did okay. I took I was trading, took some of my altcoin stuff and bought. Yeah, I did. All right. Now, with the entry of Bitcoin ETFs, and all the public money and all these public companies buying now, you got the governments all over the world. You got all these countries buying Bitcoin. And this changed the game. Oh, no, the game has changed. It ain't the same. Y'all gonna have to miss me with that old halving chart. You see? Those old 4-year halving cycles, oh, they done for. Oh, cook it. I mean, listen, what I mean is they will still be there. It'll still have some effect and influence. You still have to know which one they are because they're going to come, but it won't have as much influence, right? It won't have as much influence as it had over the last 15 years. See, most of it was all retail buying. See, when the halving cycles was taking place from 2012 and all that, those was all retail. There was no institutional buying, no corporations, no governments, none of that. All right? Nah. It was all retail. But they retailed and checked out now. Okay? A lot of the retailers, they broke now. They're gonna be broke. They out, they checked out. And all of these institutions now and governments, that's what's making the price of Bitcoin rise. That's going to make it skyrocket. These countries, Trump and America and Africa and China and Russia and Salvador, and you got small countries, big countries, everybody trying to buy as much Bitcoin as they can get their little grubby little hands on. You heard? So y'all better listen Y'all better listen. I don't give a crap if you got $1, buy it. Instead of buying one cigarette for, you buy 2 cigarettes, buy 1 cigarette and take the other one, you're gonna buy a cigarette and buy some Bitcoin, buy a Satoshi. That part. I'm telling y'all what I know. Okay? Not financial advice, smart, spiritual, elder advice. Oh, these countries, somebody told y'all wrong. These countries buying it up. Retail ain't buying it. Retail and checked out. The institutions will have this price skyrocket. Okay? Now, what's going to happen by the time retail's a regular, retail. We want to go in the store and buy regular Joe Schmo and Jane Doe. By the time retail start to get FOMO in, fear of missing out, try to come in, they're going to think the price is too high. Okay? Because these institutions, corporate, going to send the price up 250,000. So retail go, oh, it's too high. But they don't realize that you ain't seen nothing yet. You think that's high? Let me tell you, when the supply gets tighter and tighter, the price of 200,000 Bitcoin gonna be a joke. That ain't gonna mean nothing. That ain't gonna mean nothing. But retail gonna be scared. Oh no, that's too high. They were saying it was too high when it was 10,000. You know, they're saying it was too high when it was 20,000. Oh, it's 60,000. Oh no, it's over with. Oh, 100,000. Oh, Bitcoin's over with. It's gonna crash to zero. They've been saying that all this time. While the rich is getting richer, while the smart one, the holders, the investors are making that future wealth. You heard? So I am predicting, just me, not financial advice, that Bitcoin reach $1 million a coin by about 2028 into 2029, no later than 2030, okay? And I'm saying it because with the adoption by all the governments of the world, the adoption of the states, all the states in the United States and then the states in the other countries, the adoption of all these counties in the United States, that's going to happen and happening in the future. The adoption of all the provinces, the adoptions of all the cities of all over the world, everywhere, of all these companies all over the world, big and small. You got hedge funds. You got Fortune 500 companies. You got what they call those things, the retirement accounts and IRAs and all pensions and all types of money buying it up. Oh, up. Also, you got all type of smart individuals. And that part, smart individuals. They're buying, holding, and stacking Bitcoin. Oh, Bitcoin. This is growing at a faster and faster pace every day, every day, every day, every day. You know what they call this? They got a name for it now. You know they be making up these terminologies. They got a name for it. They call it game theory. Oh yeah. Oh, game theory is on and popping. Game theory is here today. All right? And I am telling you, I don't think those past 4-year cycle chart things, they ain't gonna matter much no more. They ain't got that much power. We gonna see growth and decline or retrace, but nothing like it was in the past. The world monetary, financial, industrial system is imploding right now. Boom! Boom! Inside, not exploding, imploding. Boom! How do you do an implode? Inside, right in front of your face, before your eyes. Either you get in with it or you're gonna lose out. You get down or lay down. You heard? If you don't pay attention to what Unc tell you now, you're gonna miss one of the most prime financial opportunities ever in your long-legged life. Have you ever in your long-legged life had an opportunity to buy Bitcoin for your body Bitcoin? I ain't playing. I'm telling you, just mark my words, y'all can, just spiritual advice, spiritual predictions, not financial advice. I'm predicting that Bitcoin will surpass the gold market cap of 20 trillion before the decade is over. That's what I think. I think it's going to pass gold. It might pass gold before 2030. If not, it'll do it right soon after the 20 trillion of gold. And after that, once it passed that market cap of gold, and all this crap that's going to go on with these countries and everybody trying to be the #1 Bitcoin country holder of the reserve asset of the world, there ain't no cryptocurrency. It's the world's reserve asset, the asset class. Oh, once it passed that market cap of 20 trillion and all, they start raising these prices and then the supply of the Bitcoin start to decline. They buying it all up. Oh, we're going to be eyeing that 10 to 15 million Bitcoin era real soon. You heard? It's gonna be like this on the horizon. I'm gonna be like this on the horizon. Hope then I might have 0.5. I don't know. Most I will. I could own a whole Bitcoin by then. I don't care. If you got 0.1, you're straight. If you got 0.01, you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be a millionaire. You got 0.1, you're gonna be a 10 millionaire. You got any more than that, you're talking 100 million. Oh yeah. Once the Bitcoin passes the gold market cap of 20 trillion, oh, we looking at that, we like this 10 to 15 million Bitcoin, we on our way. And it's just gonna go fast. That's the part people don't understand. It's gonna increase, accumulate, compound faster. And it's gonna outprice the normal Rick, Jane Does, John Does and Jane Smoes. Jane Smoes and John Doe, Jane Does and John, I forgot how I say it. Oh, the regular Susie and Chucky, we ain't gonna be able to buy it then. So y'all better get down right now. Crypto growth and security. Tonight's study. When will Bitcoin reach $1 million? I say very soon. 3 to 5 years tops. Crypto growth and security. All right, I love y'all. See y'all in the next video. We out. This is not financial advice, guys. Remember, love the Most High, y'all. We out. Lego.